Drake Maye is seriously becoming an MVP contender with the New England Patriots. Under Mike Vrabel, the development has been amazing. Now, what I wanted to show you in this video is some of the film from the Saints game. Now, right here, we're going to be in an 8-man protection. Essentially, what that means is we are going to use our tight end and Matt Collins, who's also kind of like a tight end in most cases because of how good he is at blocking. We're going to use both of those guys to block Cam Jordan as we full slide this offensive line to the opposing side of the field. Now, route concepts. Because we are in an 8-man protection, you usually only have 2 routes. Now, Ramondre is going to be on like a chip and release into the flats. But our main routes are going to be a deep dig over the middle of the field. And then we're going to see a post route down the field with Demario Douglas, okay? So I bet we all know what happens on this play. But I want to showcase our ability to really sell the play action. Get these 2 second-level defenders to bite up. Now, we essentially have a 3-on-2 opportunity. But I want you guys to focus on Demario Douglas here. As he acts like he breaks to the outside. He's going to get both his DBs here to overcommit to the outside, and then boom, breaks it the other way, demoralizes them, right? And Drake Maye had so much confidence that he passed up this dig route over the middle that was, slightly open. That is NFL open if we put it on the money, right? And boom, we launch this thing while getting hit, and we place it away from the DB, closer to the sideline, and give our guys space to make a play after the catch. This is what we need to see more of when it comes to Drake Maye, but just a perfect play call, off the play action, full slide left. Blocking was really good, right? We take a step up in the pocket and we launch this thing. Great route by Demario Douglas, who has slowly been losing reps the wide receiver position. But after this game, I don't know how you don't play him more. Another interesting play here. So we look like we have press man covers to the top side with 2 high safeties. Now this guy's going to bite up, right? This guy's actually going to blitz off the weak side, right? So essentially, we're going to motion Hunter Henry over here. We're going to fake this little screen and then run like a fade route down the right side. We can throw this if we want to early, or because we know we can continue to move this safety over and hit this one-on-one shot down the field. So as his play progresses, he sees that free safety start to come down just a little bit, and boom, once he sees it, he looks at the screen. He doesn't necessarily throw it, right? He just wants to pump fake it. Honestly, it's there. But he notices when he scans the field, goes to what we call full field read. He has a one-on-one matchup. We love these one-on-one matchups. Steps up in the pocket and throws a laser right where the ball needs to be. Kayshon Boutte, touchdown, about 25 yards down the field. Beautiful read here by Drake Maye. Again, we probably could have hit this quick screen if we really wanted to right here. Feel like we've got leverage there, but again, he wanted to step up in the pocket, avoid the pressure, and take a shot down the field. I don't hate it. I don't hate it whatsoever. It's a great ball and an unbelievable catch, man. Now, obviously, we haven't seen too much Kyle Williams. We haven't seen any Efton Chisholm. Do you guys think that these 3 wide receivers that are playing a lot right now should continue to get these reps? Because they're playing well, right? With Stephon Diggs, Kayshon Boutte, you have Matt Collins, right? Demario Douglas, those 4. Do they just keep playing, or do you want the Patriots to implement more Kyle Williams, more Efton Chisholm? Let me know in the comments down below. But it feels like Drake Maye has done a great job building chemistry with these guys. Guys, really quickly, do me a big favor. Like I said before, if you want more Patriot videos, hit the like button. If we get over 800 likes in this video, we'll get a part 2 ASAP. But also, subscribe to the channel because it is free. It doesn't cost anything. And we will be covering the Pats all year long. Here we go. We're going to get a little bit of pre-snap motion by Stephon Diggs. What is the first thing we notice, guys? Kool-Aid McKinstry follows him across the formation. What does that tell us? It's man-to-man coverage, okay? So that is huge. We also see that we have a safety way up here, but also have a linebacker or another DB right here, which means if this is too high, right, man coverage, it could be a cover 1 robber or a cover 1 plugger. We do have to take that into account. But we're going to have an in route over the middle, and we're going to have a slant, right? So, because this is man-to-man coverage, if our receiver, Stephon Diggs, is able to win his route off the snap, he's going to be open over the middle. So, as we drop back, we know it's man-to-man coverage. We saw the pre-snap motion. That worked out perfectly. Neither of these guys bite up over the middle, the safeties anyway. So, boom, we get the ball out early, on time, and just like that, we pick up 14 yards, right? Now, let's actually watch Stephon Diggs here acts like he's getting outside leverage, moves the DB even further to the outside, allowing Austin Hooper to really move the inside guy farther away from the middle of the field, and then boom, ball's out perfectly. Yes, need to see more of that. Monday Night Football is going to be amazing tonight, and I had a couple of picks for you guys, so we could potentially over 1,000x our money. With the sleeper app, I've been having so much fun using it, and guys, really quickly, if you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match deposit with your first deposit, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 in bonus funds. I mean, just take that alone and use it, right? It's amazing. But let's go through some of my picks. I'm going to start off with Bijan. I like Bijan today to just get a lot of passes. I think Buffalo's going to go up early. So let's look at his line of 115.5 rushing and receiving yards. And I'm going to go more than just 100. I think he's going to catch the football a ton in this football game. I also like Josh Allen rushing, but I'm going to keep it at 25.5, go more than 25. I think that's fair. The Chicago Bears run defense is not very good at all. We're going to go to rushing yards, and I'm going to put it at 50, more than 50 rushing yards. I think that's another one that's pretty fair, one more. I want to go Kyle Pitts. Darnell Mooney, I believe, is out today. I could be wrong, but 25 receiving yards more than I feel like is pretty fair. So Bijan, rush receiving, Josh Allen rushing, Jacory 50, Kyle Pitts 25 plus. I feel like that's fair. If you put 20, you can win 50. Obviously, you can put a lot more. I like playing really safe, but if you really want to go for the moon, you guys can. Let me know in the comments down below. And again, use promo code DUBS. Get that free match deposit. You'll get up to $100 on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in about 25 different states. So make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. And again, code DUBS. Okay, another sick play here. So we're going to get basically a corner route here by Kayshon Boutte, where he's going to break inside and then get over to the corner. We're going to see Alontae Taylor. Number one, he's going to signal by tapping on his right thigh that he's got outside leverage, okay? So once we have that pre-snap motion, they like to communicate in some way who's got who in man coverage, okay? So you see him start tapping his outside leg. It just basically means, hey, I'm getting outside release. So, for example, if Kayshon Boutte was to break into a fade and him over the middle, he would have the outside guy, which means Kayshon Boutte. Okay, so essentially, he rides there. Drake Maye is reading these two guys and him and Alontae Taylor. So as he drops back, he quickly scans over left. You see Taylor bite down on this route, which means we now have that one-on-one coverage if we can get the safety out of this play with Kayshon Boutte. Right, so as we drop back, we're looking and see this guy start to bite up, plays that zone right over the middle of the field. Now he's like, yep, I'll take my one-on-one chances, launches this thing down the field. Great ball placement. And again, Kayshon Boutte falls into the end zone for a touchdown. Just a great read here. Let's see, what's the offensive line in? Offensive line is in a 5-man scat, slide right, man left. We got chip and releases both off the top side and the bottom side with the running back. Great job by Travion Henderson, who has not gotten too many reps this year. And I was assuming it might be pass pro. That's a good rep right there by him. And a great rep by the Patriots. Great ball, great everything. Great route, great catch. Great touchdown. Nice. Yeah, Drake Maye's off to a good start, man. He's been really good so far. Another play, we're going to run a 5-man scat. I think we're sliding here to the left. We got man-to-man to the right. Boom, there's your man. That's your slide side to the opposite. Now, you're going to see Matt Collins run like this comeback route. Kind of like a curl, but he comes back to the football. I don't love this throw by Drake Maye. I'll tell you why. But it is going to be a completion. So again, scatting left, sliding left, man-to-man right. Right, pressure off the strong side or a weak side early. Right, steps up, avoids the pressure. That is amazing. Now they kind of force him to get to the right side of this pocket. Now, because we're stopping over here, this is technically cross body. I get nervous when quarterbacks make throws like this because it's just very risky, especially if you're moving in the pocket. You got two guys in front of you. Very risky. If you underthrow this thing, it could be obviously an incompletion. If you overthrow it, it could be a pick six, right? But he actually does put it on a really good spot, and Matt Collins does an unbelievable job coming back to the football. A lot of guys like to sit where they are and wait for the football to get to them, and that's when things go really south. Fortunately, Matt Collins is a good football player and knows what it takes, what he needs to do, and ends up getting that 14 or actually 16-yard pickup. Now again, I wouldn't advise to throw a crossbody while running, stepping up in the pocket, but in this case, it does work for Drake Maye. The last play we'll break down here, you got press man covers to the top side. I know it's hard to see, but we do have press man covers there. We love that. We do have a two-eye safety look, so we do need to read this safety off the snap, but he moves to the inside of the field. You see that? You see how he moves immediately to the inside of the field? Well, that top side man-to-man coverage right here, it becomes a yes-no read where we just like our receiver way more than we like their DB. So essentially, it's a yes read. We're throwing the ball no matter what. But you see how the DB's back is turned away from the quarterback? This is back shoulder every single day of the week. And the wide receiver is taught, right? When you see him trailing you hip to hip with his back turned, you got to be expecting the back shoulder. Okay, that's where the football is going to be. And Drake Maye perfectly places this thing back shoulder. Beautifully timed. I do think that they ruled him out of bounds initially, but I think this was a completion. You guys can let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, so I believe that's what it was. They ruled him out of bounds. They review it, they challenge it, and it gets reversed. So great job. What a ball. What a catch. Great job to get your feet in. What a play, man. I'm telling you, Drake Maye is becoming an MVP candidate. Obviously, there's a lot of season left, but he looks really good with under Mike Rabel for sure. So, guys, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more Patriot videos. Last week, you guys killed the Patriots video. Okay, so if we can have more of that, we're just going to continue to pump out Patriots videos as long as you guys want to see them. Hit the like button, subscribe, let me know in the comments, turn on post notifications, that way you're notified when we do post them. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.